The last couple of weeks, boy, we've had some old turkeys, Black Sleep and last night House of Horrors, and it just seemed like it couldn't get any worse. And now we're bouncing back now. We're going to pick up here Creature from the Black Lagoon tonight. Many consider one of the Universal classics. And then in weeks to come, we've got Valley of the Gwangi coming, Harryhausen's film. That'll be on a Friday night. Saturday night, Night of the Living Dead will be back that first Saturday in October, and we hope to have George Romero with us, the guy who made that film. He'll be coming in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and where they do most anything to get out of there, so he probably will be with us talking about that film, talking about the sequel, and maybe we can ask him some questions that you fans always ask me about Night of the Living Dead. We've got Dracula, Prince of Darkness. That's next Saturday night. So things are starting to perk up here a little bit. Creature from the Black Lagoon. This was re-released recently. Let me show you a poster, because it was originally in 3D, of course, and they brought back both of these classics, The Creature, and It Came from Outer Space, and you could get your 3D glasses and just go bananas. And of course it was great because there was a whole generation of fans who had never seen 3D. So called in my old film expert tonight, Bob Shaw, to just chat about The Creature, and you brought some coming attractions with you too, a reel of them, right?
Oh yeah, I don't even get a chance to look at those myself at home anymore.
Okay,
so.
We'll look at them right here tonight. We haven't done that in a while. Some of the great things about movies are the coming attractions. Creature from the Black Lagoon, 1954. Was this the last monster movie, or last monster creature that Universal worked with?
This is the last monster series that Universal put into being. It only had 3 episodes in it. And after that, Universal actually kind of got out of making horror films altogether, because in the late 50s, all the cheap Allied artist stuff came out, and there were horror films all over the place in the late 50s. Universal figured it's time that they should get out of it and try to get on to something else. They were trying to become a bigger company, a little more respect, quality, that sort of thing.
Right. So did The Creature do pretty well in '54?
Oh yeah, it, with the 3D aspect of it, 3D was so big at that time, almost anything that was released in 3D really did well. They released the second one in 3D. It did quite well. Third one was not in 3D, and it didn't really make all the box office that they thought it would. So
we've got, what, Revenge of the Creature was the sequel?
Revenge of the Creature and The Creature Walks Among Us, which was around 56.
And then it died a horrible death.
Right, and then they decided that was it.
By the way, before I forget, during the first break, we'll show you where the creature is today and what he looks like, okay? Now, the guy who did Creature from the Black Lagoon, Arnold.
Jack Arnold.
Yeah, he did some amazing things, because these were B movies in their time.
Well, Universal was a B movie company at this time too. You know, this is before they released The Sting and all this stuff. And Universal's high budget items were lower budget than like MGM's low budget items. And he was brought in, and the first thing he did for Universal was It Came from Outer Space.
Right.
And he did quite a good job on it. He made, then after that, a string of horror films for Universal. Universal at the time was mainly known for the Abbott and Costellos, the Ma and Pa Kettles, Francis the Talking Mule, that sort of thing. And after It Came from Outer Space, he did Creature from the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, Tarantula, Incredible Shrinking Man, Monster on the Campus. Anyone that's watched this show has seen his name quite a lot.
Right,
in the credits.
And all those things. I saw a documentary on him the other day. It was pretty well done, where most of his films were, you know, way under $1 million. And yet he made them look pretty good, the special
Right, and he
effects.
also, in the late 50s, almost every monster was created from man's folly, the atom bomb, scientists working with something they shouldn't. Throughout all of his themes in the early 50s, you do get the idea that the main theme running throughout them was man should mind his own business.
Right.
You've got the creature down there in the Amazon. He's just swimming away.
Yeah.
All these guys come down there, they want to put him in Marine World. Instead, you know. You got It Came from Outer Space. The spaceship comes down, it breaks down.
Right.
They just want to fix it, but everyone comes in there, sticks their head and says, "What are you guys doing down here?" You know. And through all of this, it's just that man goes a little too far.
A little too far.
And
we're going to go a little too far here tonight, too. Let's have, we got Richard Denning tonight, and also Richard Carlson.
Richard Carlson was a very good actor. He appeared in quite a lot of the 3D films in the beginning 50s, because he put across a humanity, a warmth, and a believability that so many actors at that time just couldn't achieve. And he made quite a few of these films, and
made The Maze.
Right, The Maze, and came from outer space.
Just passed away recently.
Just about a year ago, he passed away. He was in early TV, he had quite a few roles, too.
Okay, Bob Shaw collects film trailers, coming attractions. I thought we'd just show 5 or 6 minutes, and I think some of these movies, we'll talk about this upon the completion of this reel. Some of these are actually coming to Creature Features now, so let's roll it. A little preview of coming attractions.
Willard.
No, really?
And Ben are teamed up to tear 'em up. Boy, with some very unusual friends.
I'm gonna have a big surprise tomorrow.
Ben, the two of us need look no more.
Ben with his army of rats.
Hey, Ed, I found the rat!
I wish if they had a friend like Ben.
If each of them gave you nightmares, together they'll tear you up. Willard and Ben on the same theater program.
A chase that crossed 4 counties and threatened the destruction of an entire town. One head, a convicted murderer. The other, a scientist guilty of only his bigotry and hate. Ray Milland and Rosie Greer as...
Help! Shut up.
The Thing with Two Heads. Rated PG.
Okay, wow, a lot of excitement. If we can only get a hold of the Bat people or any of those good ones. But we do have Willard coming.
Yeah, Willard, Thing with Two Heads.
Thing with Two Heads.
Yeah. Oh, we just bought almost 100 or so of those late American International things. And,
Bob says we because he's a film editor here at Channel 2 and frequently has to edit the films. He doesn't edit my films, he has to preview them before they go on the air. And it's, believe me, it's a tough job.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You'll be interested in this because in the weeks to come, we will have exclusive scenes, as far as I know, exclusive, of Attack of the Tomato Killers.
Everyone's
Attack of the
waiting.
Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It's coming. It is a movie. We'll show you a poster on it next week, and then the scenes perhaps the following week. We have to give it to them a little bit at a time.
There's still people out there that don't believe
That's
you.
right.
You know?
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Right.
A Joe Carcione production. Okay? All right, thank you for being with us, Bob. And we'll show you what the creature from the Black Lagoon looks like today during that very first break.